Hi Pioneer members, Ted here with another helpful tip. Let's talk about these remote controls. When you hit the button to shut off the television at the end of the day, is your television all the way off? Odds on, no. It's still using a few watts for that sensor that's inside there. So when you reach for that remote again to turn it back on, you know it's there. But that's what they call phantom load, or some people call it vampire load. It's small amounts of watts that's used throughout the day that you're not aware of or not paying attention to. There's other things in your home that are doing the exact same thing. I kind of made a list, so I'm gonna kind of look down a little bit so I can go through my list with you of different items that use phantom load or small amounts of electricity throughout the day. How about clocks on appliances? That's another one. You look through your kitchen, any places in a home that has a clock on it, it's using a few watts. How about a CD or video player? They still sitting underneath the television, using those there. Not when they're running, but again, they're probably using a few watts. Charging stations for phones and iPads. When you got them plugged in, yes, guess what? They're using some electricity. Any appliance that has a circuit board, I don't think there is an appliance today that doesn't have a circuit board. Even when the refrigerator looks like it's not running, it still has a circuit board in there, checking things out, making sure everything's working properly in it. How about appliances with touch screens? Another thing's battery chargers for drills and also lawn equipment that you have to you plug those in every day, make sure they work the next day. Photocells on outside lighting, alarm clocks, computers in sleep mode. How many people out there don't really shut off their computers? They just let it go into sleep mode. And then they don't turn off the monitors. So when you touch that mouse, everything comes back up alive. But guess what? It's still using a few watts in that sleep mode. Some people have home security systems. Cable boxes, also server boxes for Wi-Fi. They use some electricity. Not a lot, just a few watts. But you start thinking about all these different items, those things add up. How much does that add up on your electric bill? Anywhere from about $5. High end would probably be $10 on your electric bill. Here's some other things that you don't really pay attention to. When you turn on your water out in the country, you're also using electricity because you're gonna make that pressure tank come on when you start pumping water. Here's another one that a lot of people don't think about, and this is the big one out here. If your home has baseboard heat or ceiling cable heat and has individual thermostats for individual rooms, do you have them shut off at the breaker? A lot of times people just turn them down in the individual rooms, but those settings are usually only set it down to 55. How many different evenings does the temperature get below 55 in spring and early part of the summer? And guess what? They might actually come on during the middle of the night. But there's ways you can also monitor this kind of equipment outside of using Smart Hub. Individual appliances, you can use something called a kilowatt. A kilowatt item can be plugged into any 110 item, and it can monitor how much electric you can use. You can find these at a lot of your big box stores, or when our lobby gets back open, we actually have some where you can use and borrow for a month. There are some more sensitive equipment out there that are coming on the market. One is actually called Sense, and there's another one called Weebee. And with these, they actually get mounted and put on your breaker panel. And over time, they pick up harmonics of different appliances in your home, and they actually figure out what is running in your home. But this is over a long period of time. Smart Hub is a good thing to use also. But when you shut all things off, kind of think about it. A lot of items today still use a few watts, even when you think they're shut off. If you have any more questions, email me at energyadvisor@pioneerec.com. I'll see you down the road.